In the news tonight, Governor Umoino receives YPP decampees, emphasize need for commitment. Deputy Governor receives winners of Akun Eyaranyi Girl Child Speech Competition. Plus, a privately owned palm kernel oil factory, Safan Farms, begins production. Hello, thank you so much for joining us on the news at 7 on NTA Uyo. My name is Dianime Uko. This news is reaching you live on Star Times channel 103 and on our social media platforms Facebook and YouTube. Treasure your restoration. Maintain your resolution to stay within the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and demonstrate your commitment to the government through hard work. Governor Umoino handed down this charge while receiving returnee stalwarts to the PDP in Government House, Uyo. Kelvin Samuel reports.
Addressing the returnees, Governor Eno says it is normal in politics for people to toe different paths in times of contest and create a healthy opposition based on long-standing relationships or convictions per time. He notes that a healthy opposition helps challenge the government to gear up for performance, especially if done void bitterness. He welcomes them all while directing unconditional reintegration into the People's Democratic Party.
If we could put that kind of resistance, probably wouldn't have been where we are today. You think it's a walkover. You think power is not a walkover. There must be that strong resistance. And so it was that fight that made us prepare some more. It was that fight that made us stay more focused. So you did the right thing. And any place that is strong opposition in Iba, the government will take people for granted.
Because we've been here foresight that politics of rotation and zoning they work at Bosika government for 2 days of 2 terms. You don't do that is the first thing people have seen and noted that is going to work. You can't change goalposts while the match is on.
Earlier, representatives of the returnees, while assuring of their readiness to work with Umoino's administration, said they are convinced that the hand of God is in the present leadership of the state, as seen on day-to-day activities of the governor and his team. The 46-man delegation represents members from across the 3 senatorial districts and the state. From the Government House, Uyo, Kelvin Samuel, NTA News.
5 students from Oro Nation who emerged winners of the maiden edition of Senator Akun Girl Child Speech Competition have been presented with their prizes, with a charge to remain focused in pursuit of their dreams. Kelvin Samuel reports that the Deputy Governor performed the presentation in her office at the Government House, Uyo.
Organized by the Oro Leadership Roundtable, the Senator Akun Eyaranyi Girl Child Speech Competition is aimed at inspiring young girls for greater heights. Presenting winners of the maiden edition to the Deputy Governor, the team leader, Udeme Nyang, says the competition provided an opportunity for students from the 5 local government areas of Oro Nation to participate as a way of celebrating the 64th birthday of the Deputy Governor.
The performances of the girls were so awesome, and we were impressed that the future is female. So we consider it important that we have to give them a rising wing by making them to meet with our excellency so that they receive the momentum to move to the great future that we envisage for females in our Akwa Ibom State.
The Deputy Governor, Senator Akun Eyaranyi, while receiving the winners, commends the organizers for the job well done, saying that she is convinced that the Oro Leadership Roundtable is instilling in the younger generations the boldness and audacity to stand out in their various fields of endeavor. She encourages them to always have in mind that God created them without limitations.
What you're trying to imbibe in this younger generation is what will make them to stand out to stand out. You start building in them the boldness, the audacity of standing before people to speak. Even if there's a mistake, there's room for them to correct. That's the training you're bringing into their lives.
Capacity in Akwa Ibom State. Speaking with NTA News, the Chief Executive Officer of Safan Farms Nigeria Limited says the factory is in the production of high-quality palm oil and related products, catering to both domestic and international markets. Clement Barikui has details.
Every month we do our harvesting from 21st of the month to take the last day of the month. After harvesting, we have a tricycle that conveys the palm fruits from the farms to our factory.
It is a palm and kernel oil factory, one of the biggest privately owned factory of its kind in this part of the world. Production goes on like this every week, thanks to the more than 16 plantations covering about 100 acres of land from where the raw materials used to feed the factory come. With a capacity to produce 8 tons of both palm and kernel oil weekly, Safan Farms Nigeria Limited has 6,000 high yields and all seasonal palm stands, which will soon increase in no distant time.
So it's important to have good quality in all your products and measurable. The quality assurance has to be measurable. And because of that, it was important for us to get experts from the agricultural department in New York. One is a professor with a PhD in New York. He's the one that directs us actually how to plant, how to manure, how to get the best product. And when people talk about bleaching, we say no. Bleaching is a no for Safan Farms. We want quality. We don't want something that in the next 10, 20 years, people are suffering from cancer because we want to make money, and we don't want to be rich that way.
Apart from producing high quality and affordable fresh edible palm oil, crude palm kernel oil, and palm kernel cake, the factory is promising to take more Nigerian youths out of the labor market, and the corporate social responsibility for the members of this community is just one out of the many efforts to improve the living conditions of the people.
So those are the things that we are doing by doing the palliatives, and like I said, that was the first time we started 2022, so 2023 we did that, and that is something that is going to be ongoing. Easter, we are going to do something for the children for Easter, and then back to school in September, we will come back and bring books, book bags, pens, stuff like that to help support the children as they go back to school.
Safan Farms Nigeria Limited, with head office at Obotim Set in Siribom local government area, came into operation 2 years ago, and the management says the milestones achieved is just the beginning of more things to come. Clement Barikui, NTA News.
Watching the news at 7 on NTA. We'll take a quick break. More stories will come afterwards. Please stay with us.
One passenger. Big auntie, go enter this bus.
Ha! Oga conductor, this kind cough na serious matter. You suppose go hospital.
Hospital care.
Haba, doctors don talk am say different types of cough dey. Some na dry cough, but this your own na wet cough e be.
Big auntie, na God go bless you. I don tire for this my conductor and him cough wey no gree go. E fit even be tuberculosis.
Conductor, go check am o, make you dey sure, because who no go know.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
Make you dey sure. If cough don't worry you past 2 weeks, if it be tuberculosis, TB test and treatment, na free. Just call the National TB Hotline for 3340 or dial *3340# to get better information. This message now from the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people them.
Roseville Hotel. Come, feel the luxury of our contemporary hotel. We offer lodging and accommodation. Stay at our deluxe executive and luxury suite for your comfort. Experience extravagant dining and delicious meals by expert chef. Lounge at our exquisite VIP bar. Enjoy 24-hour power supply with free Wi-Fi services. Our security system is top-notch to ensure your safety. Ample parking space and laundry services available. The ambience is serene to make your stay memorable. We are located at number 1 Julius Baji Road off House of Assembly Avenue, Uyo, Akwa Ibom State. For reservations, call 070-650-41139. Roseville Hotel, hospitality at its best.
One passenger, big auntie. Come and enter my bus now.
Hey, conductor, this cough is serious. I beg, you need to go to the hospital.
Hospital?
Doctors say cough symptoms are different in every condition. Some are dry, others are wet, like your own.
God bless you, auntie. I have told this my conductor. The cough has refused to go, and it could be tuberculosis.
Conductor, check am o. Make you dey sure, because who no go, no go, no.
Check that cough for tuberculosis.
If your cough is more than 2 weeks, it could be tuberculosis. TB test and TB treatment are free. Just call the National TB Hotline on 3340 or dial *3340# for more information. This message is brought to you by the Federal Ministry of Health with support from the American people.
You're welcome back from that break. Increasing cost of food commodities in Nigeria is a source of worry to Nigerians, and some experts blame the ripple effect of government policies as reason for the skyrocketing prices of goods and services. Analysts described its effect on Nigerians as a call for concern, as Nigerians advocate better food policies to cushion its impact. Evelyn Baduekbo reports.
The rising cost of foodstuff and services is taking its toll on Nigerians, and Akwa Ibom is not an exception, with prices of commodities soaring and becoming far from reach of the poor. On daily basis, traders literally struggle with exchange rates to purchase goods for sale.
When I joined this business many years ago, like 2016, there are products that have increased more than 5 times of the price before. So like the big tape then was 6,850. Now it's 22,500.
If you budget that you are coming to buy a particular product at a price, just have it at the back of your mind that you are going to see a different price, because companies bring out prices per second, per minute, per day. And most of the times we just get confused on which price to sell.
Likewise, this price now, a bag is 85,000 a bag. Then all this local one, way Sunday, that one 45,000. All those things, like prices are high now.
Statistics by the MBS indicates about 35 inflationary increase in food items as of January 2024.
The seller finds out that there are no buyers. Certainly that seller would rethink, because you are buying because you're able to sell. You would say, oh, if I buy it at this price, nobody will buy from me, so I will not buy it. And in that same chain, in that same ladder, the steps going downwards, the prices would come down. The thing is hinged on the function of demand and supply.
Commodities mostly affected are grains, yam tubers, oil and beverages, among other items. And as these prices continue to soar, Nigerians are worried over this trend and the way out of it.
Everybody, this one is as clear as day now. Everybody knows that the thing is very bad now. Like as I'm coming here today, now tomorrow I'll come here and they'll say the price has changed, it has increased. It will not decrease, it's always increasing. So that is how it is. That is how bad it is.
Salary earners, you know what it means. It's maybe you are budgeting 15,000 for the month, and you end up spending 30,000, and our salary is not increasing by the day. So it affects everyone.
Amidst this rising cost of food prices, the federal government unveiled some proactive measures of intervention to cushion its impact, declaring a state of emergency on food security. Similarly, state governments, including that of Akwa Ibom, are taking a cue by recently distributing gari, a widely eaten staple, from the state-owned cassava farms and sold at subsidized rates, a gesture they say will remain that way alongside other interventions, which include provision of farm inputs identified through cluster group farmers to encourage widespread farming.
So much that is gotten from the greenhouse, when it is brought out to be sold, those items are sold at very moderate prices, affordable prices. So that's an intervention.
The government provides us with gari. We bought gari at an affordable price. My family, my husband, my children, we really enjoy it.
Interacting with some traders on this development, this class of Nigerians identified transportation of food commodities as rice, onions and beans from the northern part of the country, largely affected by the loss of demand and supply, as well as the place of marketing unions having a stronghold of prices of commodities.
I need government to cancel all the union in this state and the federal government to cancel, like gari. Without union, nobody can go to gari market and come back and sell.
You plant this water leaf like this, you carry it to remarket, union no allow you to sell. So you use the suffer, now rainfall, all the water leaf, you no see customer because of union, you no carry and go market. So money no dey, as at now, carry is 3 cup 500.
Although the impact of the government's intervention of prices of food commodities in Akwa Ibom State is yet to be felt in the open markets, the people are advocating viable monetary policies that will lay a foundation for a long-term economic development plan.
And for sports, 2021 Nigeria Premier Football League MPFL champions Akwa United marked their return to the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, Uyo, with a 3-1 win over defending champions Eyimba International of Aba. The win is coming after a poor run of results in the 2024 MPFL season. The reports.
The Super Eagles returned to the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium, and continental engagement of Rivers United and Eyimba International of Aba informed the decision to relocate Akwa United to Eket Township Stadium as venue for their home games. The 3-1 win in Uyo therefore marks a return of the Promise Keepers to winning ways after recording 5 wins, 6 draws and 11 losses at the Eket Township Stadium to stay 17th on the NPFL log. First half strike from defender David Phillip and 2 second-half goals from mid-season signing Suleiman Sani got Akwa United the 3 goals, while Chijioke Mboma pulled one back for Eyimba International from the spot. Addressing journalists after the match, coach of Akwa United, Umar Abdullahi, attributes the big win to the team's return to its traditional home turf, while Eyimba manager Finidi George congratulates the home side for a sterling performance.
Immediately when the boys heard that they are leaving synthetic to come and play in the initial grass, they tell themselves that it has to be a new chapter of Akwa United. The fans will expect that the way the spirit is, there's no way we will bring it down. We have to make sure that the spirit is up by winning matches both home and away. I must commend them for the victory, but they have to be better on that. We were somewhere before we were in the first place. So we'll come back definitely. I believe in this team.
The fans are not left out in the frenzy as they are happy that the team is back to winning ways. They also expect Akwa United to maintain the winning streak.
Definitely, this is the home of Akwa United, and this is home of football in Akwa Ibom. You can see the crowd. You can see the difference between the crowd here and the difference between the crowd in Eket. The crowd is always, the spectators are always the 12th man on the pitch.
This is the road to redemption. The road to redemption for Akwa United has started for this season, and this is what we had always prayed for. The support base of the team has always been in Uyo at the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium.
One of the best games I've seen this season. Apart from that, it was a 4-goal trailer. I saw 2 teams that wanted to win, 2 teams that attacked. You hardly see on the wayside come out and play like this. Eyimba was confident on the ball. They knew what they wanted to do. They passed well, but they were profligate in front of goal.
You have seen the excitement on the faces of the fans that at the end of the day, a whole team like Eyimba, Akwa is winning 3-1. It's a very welcome development, and we hope they will maintain the tempo.
The Promise Keepers will next play Shooting Stars of Ibadan away at the Lekon Salami Stadium this weekend on March Day 24. From the Godswill Akpabio International Stadium. With that story from the world of sport, it's a wrap on our news tonight. But before we go, please remember to be a star, join NTA's campaign to stand against rape and rapists. Up next will be the news in Ibibio. Good evening.
Silete umoino adara mbono we mana ke tamme yongeri kambre bro PDP. Uliana Kamokara State adara mbone ke kanake mbuba ekuto akoni yaranyi girl child speech competition. Nko itie enama adan etongo utom ayogo. Ukangin mi komo mendi kama mbogo minkire utbe achibon yeko mbogo mi ayogo. Eno mbono wo itemeke mana ke yongedi ida mbre aboroboro PDP ebo yang mo ekrebo ke mi mo media na ye Ukara State mi mbaga todo afre fentim posukara mi eni ebanga state ari wo iwori dem ado se Kamokara State umoino aketang idaga nyeke dara ke mbone ke mana ke ewo ngoke nkambre bro YPP edika nka PDP ko mbrom ayoyo. Ida Kamokara State ake soko atang ko yimbyo ke wo ke idangbre abrobro ekuro YPP edika nka PDP mi ayemanam ya moiri ngo ketange banga mbre aboriteke ke awoni unen arida ke ubengenye yemmerida adoke anante sanga ke mememem ayenko maboke inintumodi ni sefrewo ekpediana atoken baatoro ebobidan nyen emane bob stadium yaga wo ada ntefrewo ekpe mara antida iso no mbone wogedi idago kara mbre PDP mi amanam ya Kamokara State nyine diongo bo kemmi mo mi be ngire mi na ye Ukara mo baatoro urwaga basini ege no stadium ari wo isu Miku yo utebe achibon akombok enti. Itofong with ition ege kanake mbuba ekuto Senator Akoni Yaranyi girl child speech competition ema edi wo ufogutom udiana Kamokara mike uyo ayenko madara ni tomi amana no mo mention si no abu yang mo esuge kaiso enanga ntimbo ke mo ema ikat kufanga di namba edi wo ida ntemme nti iworo ukiniso Ado mbone koto oral leadership round table. Eketum arunam ekoto the Senator Akoni Yaranyi girl child speech competition. Ena mediongo kimbubami adi ngwam togoyen ya mo etemekon with emane word and tenti medawson kinisu. Ida ekebene ansiki kan kimbubami ewot Ansida isoken lutemedo udeminyang amanam yagediongo ke mbubami anam yan tokoyen edi woida nkoke konun tokoyen eto mensionsio nkokokara itun asineke kidak eboke koto oral nation mi yang mo edi wana ke mbubami nko ebeni dagan tommi edara udana Kamokara State king yogoke iswa ata yinang Kangamo udiana Kamokara State mi Senator Akoni Yaranyi idaganye ke soko akombie kanake mbubado amanam yagediongo ke mbiositum adunama mi ena matatiti mkoke anambang di tomi edi kani woida kinisu ayenam yang di tomi ediongo ke abasinko ama abon mo ke igibogo ke mo yaini edanga ke nante mo edo mukeminko edi wonda ke frefat nda Takpan po akeda titi ekedu namado ari daga ekebenne kendi tomi what ayoyo emane no mom mensionsio eno miku yo ena medio ke tai kamba iti etemeyop emana esio udariaran yeran isap emai tongo utum ayogo yogo ke stede mi mbona medio ke mo ena mpomi erinyam ke tawa wangiti ke idaremi yaiko mbomi to kombo itie koto Sifan Farms Nigeria Limited mi ado itie popo anyekpono taititi ese temeyop esio radiaran emanesio adanisap mensio utum se moenam emai kuenge panakpane tange banga meren ese norna mi ka mensio itie sa mo se darini enya merna mi anye waka taititi bona medio ke idogoran podke tem kitem ese mana ekogisap emane ben pata isabero enyam enombo nebo kedi mensio tom fena sokoka iso kitiemi ansini tiemi ete Felix Ekpe ana medio ke itiemi aritie abigi nwammi wa eni utom nkoke esogeni ni ronyin kiniso ke wa mi wanko eya eni utom kitiem mensio mkpose moena ena medio ke ado ataiti sia ammo nyama podke nkangidemi ado mkpo abigi wo mensio ida itie koto Sifan Farms mi ada ke obotam sak kenkoko kara nsaribum nkwege tong itemi iswa ibadum ammo esoge kaiso ikamitim ena mensio timpo esen kuwe mbonowo nkoro miwat mike obotam utebe ukanye so songo taiti ti danga fo so to akati akop mbogo mi ke wo akpatre ntifod ibonoro akuno yomi ya asire tutu nimfen